Pompeii, a city that is known for its beautiful landscape, its lavish lifestyle for all citizens to partake in, and its untimely demise. The Oscans, a group that had lived in the Campania region of Italy, founded Pompeii around 6th or 7th century BC. However, the Roman Empire conquered and claimed Pompeii as their own in AD BC. Around 1 AD, Pompeii had become well known as a resort city that was often visited by the wealthiest citizens of the Roman Empire. Tourists, slaves, and townspeople hustled in and out the small artisan shops, bathhouses, brothels, cellars, and taverns.
At the time of the eruption, Pompeii's population was estimated to be from 20,000 citizens, with a third of them being slaves. The region of Pompeii started to experience earthquakes around 62 to 63 AD, foreshadowing the later fate of the city. The residents of Pompeii did not know that Mount Vesuvius was an active volcano. In fact, they did not know what a volcano was at all. They looked upon Mount Vesuvius as a blessing given by the gods to the area, because of its volcanic soil being suitable for farming trees and vines. This led to olive oil and wine becoming a major commodity produced by the city.
The ruler of the Roman Empire at that time, Emperor Nero, visited the city because it was his wife's hometown. The city was thriving in success and popularity, but that eventually came to an end. During August of 70 AD, Mount Vesuvius erupted. The eruption lasted for a period of 24 hours. It was so destructive that it affected the whole earth. Due to the eruption, the whole city of Pompeii was covered up with 16 feet of ash and pumice. The eruption killed nearly 2,000 people.
Pompeii was left under many feet of ash, forgotten by many. It wasn't until 1748, almost 2,000 years later, that Pompeii was rediscovered. It appears that Seattle and Pompeii have nothing to do with each other, but they actually have a lot in common. For instance, both are rapidly growing, prosperous, and highly regarded cities. Both cities experience fairly warm weather too.
In addition to these similarities, both are located on or near a fault line. Fault lines are also where earthquakes, volcanoes, and volcanic eruptions are more frequent. This means both cities are more prone to earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. Mount Rainier, the volcano closest to Seattle, Washington, is due for another volcanic eruption. Current projection says that Mount Vesuvius is also expecting another one as well. The destruction caused by the eruptions in both Seattle and Pompeii had devastating consequences. Both of Seattle's and Pompeii's volcanoes are within close distance.
On May 18, 1980, the Puget Sound area experienced a 5.1 magnitude earthquake. However, it didn't stop there. Mount St Helens erupted and triggered the largest recorded landslide in history. 57 people died in this incident. The eruption of Mount St Helens released debris, hot rocks, and gases that melted the ice covering the volcano. This created a massive flow of water that soon rushed down the volcano and towards the towns and cities.
Mount Vesuvius is a stratovolcano located in the Gulf of Naples, Italy. Mount Vesuvius' eruption caused large amounts of ash and pumice to fall into the cities of Pompeii and Herculaneum. It ejected a cloud of ash, fumes, and stones to a height of 20.5 miles that suffocated the citizens of Pompeii and Herculaneum. Today it is regarded as one of the most dangerous volcanoes in the world because of its eruptions.
Earthquakes and eruptions, like Mount St. Helens and Mount Vesuvius, may strike again, and it would be incredibly important to be prepared for these events. When preparing for an earthquake, one should always have food and water, a gallon a day per person.
A first aid kit, flashlights with extra batteries, fire extinguisher, preferably for all types of fires, a portable radio, canned food, and medication are important necessities. Other items that could be included are blankets, clothes, shoes, money, baby, and pet food, and an alternate cooking source. Your supply should last up to about 3 days to a week.
If you're indoors, stay there. Get under a desk or table and hold firmly onto it or stand against an interior wall. Stay in an open area away from exterior walls, glass, heavy furniture, fireplaces, and appliances. The kitchen is a very dangerous place to stay.
If you're in an office building, stay clear of windows and outside walls. Also, stay away from elevators. If you're outside, get into the open. Stay away from buildings, power lines, and anything else that can fall on you.
If you're driving, move your vehicle out of traffic and stop. Steer clear of parking under or on bridges or overpasses. Try to get clear of trees, light posts, signs, and power lines. When you resume driving, be careful of road hazards.
After the earthquake, check around for fire or fire hazards. Listen to the radio for important information and instructions to follow. Remember that aftershocks are sometimes large enough to cause a lot of damage.